Yo, what is up, YouTube, man? Very cool video for you guys to see today. I am playing solo rec. I ended up running into my guy Sprague, also playing the random rec, so we're on a team together. That's going to give us a pretty big advantage over some other teams that are just complete randoms because me and him have played a lot in the past. Now, we decided not to hop on the mic because we were trying to keep it authentic to see what would happen. And you guys can see, man, I'm on a 6'7", and he's also on a 6'7". Our matchups are a 6'10" stretch big type player and a 7-foot inside post score type player that Sprague's matched up on. And with us being on two 6'7s, it's very iffy on if we're going to be able to play the paint defense we need to win, if we're going to be able to get the rebounds that we need to win. You can see I get a little bump steal right there, go to the post hop shot. That is an advantage we're going to have over them, is speed. And here's another advantage we got. They're going to have to step out of the paint to guard both of us. Even though, you know, this is actually one of my worst shooting builds I have. Just being a smaller build, having those wing jump shots, it's going to make it a bit easier to knock down shots, even compared to some of my taller builds with higher jump shot ratings. You can see we get the board, we throw the fast break. My pass act is a 75, Sprague's is also that, so another weakness that we might have with having two 6'7" builds is being able to throw the breaks. But even so, you can see they get a weird catch right there. My teammate tries to make the right pass. Unfortunate for him, it just took too long and we get a turnover because of it. That will happen on occasion. 75 pass act is pretty good, especially if you like to use that Sabonis pass style for throwing fast breaks. You're going to be able to get a lot of them to go through, but unless you have 87 or even 93, you're still going to get some bad catches every once in a while. So the thing you can do is just make smart passes right here. Speaking of a smart pass, Sprague sees me wide open in the corner. Again, we got a pretty good advantage over these guys because me and Sprague know how each other play. You can see right there, he's got a Zion 6'7" center build, so he's going to have the dunking and the layups, whereas my build, it's more of a small ball center slash lock type build. I can disrupt the perimeter. I've also got a bit more shot creating ability, and you guys can see early on, even though we're lacking the size, we're getting the boards, we're making the right plays, we're protecting the paint, and everything is going as good as you would want it to go. Right here, I get dotted on the fast break, wide open three-pointer. Shout out to the teammates as well. They were playing very well. And our two 6'7" center lineup that, you know, we weren't planning on getting this. Again, we're just playing random rec. We didn't know if we were going to get another big man on our team. It ends up being a strength, not a weakness. Now, for fives, for random rec in general, do you want to have a 6'7" center at the 5 and another 6'7" at the power forward? Absolutely not. You definitely want to have a taller big man in the paint, preferably, you know, 6'11", 7 foot, 7'1". Just some size to make it easier in the pick and roll that can, you know, dominate the paint a bit more on offense and defense. That can be more of a rim, you know, deter, because if somebody sees a 6'7" in the paint and somebody else sees a 7'1" in the paint, obviously you're going to think the 7'1" is going to play better defense. But that doesn't always have to be the case. Like I said, and I'm going to say it at the end of the video too, if you know how to use your size to your advantage, whereas if you're a bigger center, you're dominating the paint, you're blocking more shots, and if you're maybe on a 6'7", you're doing more, you know, things with your speed, using the higher perimeter, the higher steal to play lanes. You can see I'm throwing the fast break. He's actually running the break right here. That's Zion on the fast break. The center's not going to be back. They're not going to have anyone that can stop the paint. We're throwing the ball around all over the court. People are rapping, people are dexing, people are cutting, and a lot of players will have some problems with that. You know, when you're playing Comp Pro-Am, when you're playing with the squad, sometimes players just want people to stand still so they can focus. But when it comes to rec, and I'm a big fan of this play style as well, if you can all just kind of be looking for the pass, if you can make sure not to get in each other's way. I mean, you can see right here, we got a guy in the paint. I end up dotting him. You know, unfortunate layup, but he gets the board. He dots me back. We get a wide open three. It works, man. I mean, we are using every advantage. We got Sprague with the rebound. I'm out on the fast break this time. You guys saw the last play. It was him out on the fast break. We both crashed right here. They got a big man in the paint, but it doesn't matter. We're able to get the offensive rebound. Sprague ends up going for a bit of a heat check shot right here. Misses it, but that is all right because we built this giant lead. And now it's cool if we do things like that. You know, the teammates might get pissed if it's a tied game and somebody does that. And listen to this, man. This guy on our team, he is having the time of his life right here. Sprague ends up not getting back. I'm kind of in between. I'm trying to play both players. You know, make them think before they do anything. I'm not going to give up the wide open dunk, and I'm not going to give up the wide open three. I'm going to be ready to run at whoever catches it and make them have to make the play. Seeing an open guy at the top of the key right here. Easy pass, nothing crazy right here. Sprague is going to bring the ball up. The center's sitting in the paint. He's going to go up with a contact dunk anyway. I mean, I don't know what that center's interior defense is, but he needs to get it higher. And doing things like that, you know, being able to bring the ball up as a center, you can do that on a 7-foot, a 6'11", you know, the taller centers, but it's much easier to do when you're on a smaller 6'7", 6'8". You get more access to dribble moves, more access to different dunk packages. Teammates are knocking down all of their shots.
The big man say, fuck that. Oh, shit. That shit was funny right there, my boy. Chop boys up. Oh, shit. Hey, man. I need to cut back on the weed, man.
And you can hear, man, the teammate, that laugh is contagious. To end the game, me and Sprague both have triple doubles. Me and him both being on 6'7" bigs get double digits in the rebounding. And on the other team, they're big, you know, he had 14. He did good, but when you're having such a height advantage, you want to be able to dominate on the boards, and he was not able to do that. He was able to get just as many as us, and the power forward on the other team, he was not the right type of build for this matchup. Stretch bigs like he had are better against taller bigs because they can pull him out of the paint, but I was a lock, so that worked out well for me. Looking at this 6'7" build, I already made a video on it, but just looking at it as a big man, in Park, of course, it's going to be amazing. In fives, you know, the D board and the O board, they're good, but they're nothing crazy. You're going to go up against a lot of people that have Hall of Fame rebound chaser and legend rebound chaser. You only have gold unless you're +1ing it. So you got to be able to use that speed you have to get in position, to get box outs. The strength, nothing crazy, so it's not going to be like you're guarding post scorers very well. But you got to remember, you have a 7'3" wingspan. You got the 79 block, the 82 interior, which is pretty good, especially with that long wingspan. You have the high perimeter, high steal to be able to guard the pick and roll better. So defensively and rebounding wise, being on a build like this, it matches up well as long as you are a smart player. It can pick and pop. You can see I got some post-scoring ability. I got 75 pass X, so I can throw the break. So does this build make the perfect center for Rec? Absolutely not. But can it work? Absolutely. You just have to think about your lack of height, your lack of size as an advantage. The extra speed, the extra perimeter defense, the extra steal. And you got to not think that you're at such a disadvantage, you know? Legend rebound chaser compared to gold, you know, it's tough to overcome, but you definitely can overcome it. You know, having 85 strength, 82 interior, 79 block. Is it perfect if you're going up against a 7-1 post score? No, but you can still get stops. You can still play good defense. If you guys did enjoy the video, if you do want to drop a like, subscribe, of course, I do appreciate it a ton, man. This is Tonic. I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.